Mm-mm.
I don't even.
Woo, we are here. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh, it's in. Okay, I forgot to do a whole bunch of stuff, but at least we're live now. So hi everybody.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Trying. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going la 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 la.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Right. I need a few turntables and a microphone. I have a microphone.
There's a microphone, just needs turntables. It has been y'all, it's been a week. Welcome to Fridays with Friends. Friends, we're friends, everybody's friends. It has been a very long week. I hope everybody's doing well. Tony, up until about 3 minutes ago, how was your week going?
It was fine. It was great. I had a wonderful time. I visited Danny Shea over his channel and had a wonderful time just laughing and yucking it up. And just working on my cards. Now I can barely hear myself speak. I feel like I'm in a whole hello. Hello. But yeah, it was a good week. I'm just really tired today and just like wondering why Mercury retrograde wants to mess with me today. The
She's rude.
same equipment was working fine yesterday.
And now it's not. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got more technical assistance.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Is that better? Yeah, I can hear myself better now.
Good.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
it,
better.
okay. It's just it's been that kind of week. It's just been that kind of week. It's for those of you who watched, Lauren and I did a chakra talk. It went out today.
Yes, it was great.
Um, those 6 planets are kicking our behinds, taking no prisoners. Some people were like, "Oh, does that apply just to
What was that? Oh gosh, hey guys.
I can't talk." So that's what that was. And by the way, your little weird echo thing came back.
Oh no. Oh, because can you hear it now?
So I'll keep talking while Tony figures that out. The 6 planets that are in retrograde right now impact all of us, not just certain signs. So that's why all of us. Tony, your computer's your computer's farting.
I swear it's not me.
Your computer is passing gas.
Oh
It's trying.
no, that's horrible.
Can anybody else hear it? It sounds like Tony's got Megatron in her house.
I have come to take you to my planet.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe let me see if that's okay. Nobody else is saying they hear it. So maybe oh yeah, they hear it.
It's funny. So I just won't talk the whole time. I'll just put cards.
That's not gonna work. Yeah, it's very That's the word I've been looking for. Static.
Oh my god. Lucky girl said it's a digital fart. I am so sorry. Excuse me.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Maybe if I turn this down a little bit. Let's see. Can you hear it now? Oh, down.
Everybody in the chat is giving you the business, and I'm here for it. Okay.
So this is all I know. Sign language.
I know.
Listen to applause, and this is thank you, and this is girl. Boy, I don't. That's all I know. Sorry.
So what you may need to do, your computer has a built-in microphone. Unplug your regular microphone because I'm pretty sure that's what that is. We're just gonna sit. It is almost demon-like. You're muted, so we can't even hear you.
I said this is like taking off your girdle while you still have your clothes on. What? Wriggle out of crowd. What the hell?
It's like taking off your girdle while with the lights on and he's still in the room.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but it's still really bad. Okay, so guys, hang tight. We are going.
My tech guy.
Oh, that's better. What did you just do? Keep talking, Tony. What did you just do? Oh, no, she can't hear. Okay, because she took the headphones out. Oh, that's better.
Can you hear me now?
Oh my gosh, we're back.
It's Riley. It's good?
Yes.
Oh, great.
You hear her?
I can't hear you now.
Is that true?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Say something?
You sound great.
Nothing?
No, it sounds
Nothing,
much
no.
better. Perfect. We're here. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony's handler is you're muted, by the way. She doesn't realize she's muted. Hold on a second. This is hilarious, y'all. Just hang tight. If you want to see Mercury retrograde, she's live. She's in charge while Tony is figuring out, and she left. Okay, so y'all, how are you guys holding up with this retrograde? Because she's been slightly violent. Very, very long week on my end. Some hairs falling out, just really, really stressful. How are you guys holding up? Sound off in the chat. How are you guys doing? Because this is what we're going through right now. Sums up my day. This is like the 5th video meeting I've had where all the technology, like we couldn't hear each other. It just went icky. So this about sums up my experience today. Beth Cat, it's been a stressful week. And then Darla's saying bad headaches all week. Y'all let's use this as a fit session to see how everybody's doing because it's been work.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
I can't hear anything.
Well, she's still hanging out. Work has been hell all week. People work like they were new. That's been
I don't know what to say.
That's been rough. Live stream is brought to you by Mercury retrograde. Oh, your wrists and ankles. Donna's saying wrists and ankles have been painful. My right ankle has been really disrespectful, and then my physical therapist sprained his right ankle, so it was almost like I felt like he was getting ready to do. Totally weird. Feel like crap. This feeling is not fun. Lucky girl, I feel better.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't hear you. That's the problem here.
The speakers coming back. So
Donna's got some autoimmune.
I'm sorry. This is crazy.
Ask me to take care of your kidneys, please, and thank you. What else? What else? Let's all just have a moment to just gripe about how we feel, like what's been going on this week. Been Okay, Plucky says she's been crabby all week, and her sweating hand is twitching.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Tony.
Okay, I can hear you now.
You can?
Is it doing that crazy voice thing?
No.
Okay.
You sound good.
Just gave my husband a heart attack.
For the sound.
Give my husband
Well, yeah, except
some
it was
applause.
a minute ago for 3 minutes too.
This is true, my love.
I'm telling you, it's just been that kind of day today. It has been this week. 6 days particular, no calm. Somebody was giving me the whole details about their chart. Oh, CC was saying until 6 days have been peaceful and calm, no text issues. Lucky you. So, oh my gosh, mine has just been rough. I love Plucky. Like that whole slapping hands been twitching. I like that. That made me smile so hard because that is how I feel. Y'all see this? This is a gray hair. She showed up this week. That's how this week has been. As I belch out.
Oh, God. We're starting off the show in a really unique way.
Thank you all, 95 of y'all, for not leaving us yet. Because between Tony's computer flatulence, my upper flatulence.
I wish you had recorded that so I could hear what that sounds like, because that's horrible.
You can go back and watch on the live stream. You'll hear it.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
I feel like we needed this laugh, though. I feel better by just
Thank you
giving this
for
laugh.
being patient with me.
We are patient. So you're guys, to order your Morningstar Oracle deck, please go to shininghawkhealing.com, go to her products tab, and that's the first thing you'll see. If you want to purchase anything from Red Lentil Healing or whatever that is, I do tarot readings, that's it, and Reiki, go redlentilhealing.com, and that's all I got right now. That's it. Lucky Girl just put the link in the chat for Tony's website.
Did it sound like a demon alien voice? That's hilarious.
Yeah. Are we ready to do this, my friend? Let's do this. All right.
Gonna go before stuff goes out on us.
Oh, by the way, you're starting to get a little staticky again. Don't worry about it. Just don't breathe too hard. Don't lean into the computer. Hold your breath. Smile a little because it's just gonna be. We can, you know what? Who cares? We're here. So let's get through the questions, as many as we can. So let's talk about the state of Illinois. Illinois,
My home state.
Your home state. Half of my family lives in Illinois. They are the first state to vote for, pass, and adopt a no cash bond policy that went into effect, I want to say last week. The impetus behind this bill was the fact that we all know cash bonds create a disparity, that's the right word, social and economically. Whether you have whatever crime you commit, as long as you can come up with a cash bond, you get to go out on the street until your trial date. And they just said that's not fair. Khalif Browder is a perfect example. He was accused of stealing a backpack in New York, served 3 years in Rikers because he could not get the cash bond until he was subsequently released, went to trial, found not guilty, spent 3 years. Half of that was in solitary confinement because of the cash bond system. So Illinois, ban it, no more. So I want to know two things. Number one, how is this going to play out for Illinois? And then the second question I'm going to ask is, will more states follow suit? Because again, no matter what crime, there's certain stipulations, like if they see that you have acts like shot and killed 19 people and there's evidence, then, or if you confess to a crime, then that's what voids it. There's only a couple stipulations that void it. But for the most part, they say, because it's all about due process and justice, due process of the law. And if you are in jail until your trial date, you're already presumed guilty. There's just No way to be fair and equitable. So how will this play out for Illinois?
People are really happy about it.
Yeah. Oh, here's the money. I'm already not liking how this is playing out.
It's an idea.
Tony, your computer fart noise is back, by the way. We'll go until people tell us it's annoying. So here's the thing. For me, I'll go ahead and start. They've already they're already going to clear higher ground. This is about abandoning the old ways and trying to get to higher waters, because it was creating such a burden, not only in the jail system, but it was just creating a burden. But the challenge, though, is heartbreak betrayal. The interesting thing is I'm wondering if this is interesting that it's the challenge, because in order to be betrayed, it has to be kind of inside. With the loss, it has to be inside. So I'm wondering if maybe even there were some people who like, yes, we're here for it. But then they kind of go behind the scenes to try to abolish it or get it taken out. This was seen very favorably, though. This is in the past with the sun. This was something that was going to bring people. Everybody was for it. So I think what's going to end up happening, though, there is whoever this ruler man is, and this Queen of Pentacles. So I'm wondering. I wonder if it's the governor, lieutenant governor. I wonder if their lieutenant governor is a woman. There's two people here that at the base and the crown of this are probably going to be the catalyst for whatever this loss, heartbreak, betrayal is. I think they may even kind of go behind the scenes to kind of dismantle it and disrupt it, because in the here and now is the Eight of Cups, actually having to abandon and walk away. So what I'm thinking is at the very beginning, this is what we thought was gonna look positive is probably gonna look pretty difficult. It is the word of warning. There's gonna be a lot of imbalance, because you're gonna have people who are accused of crimes who are gonna be out on the streets, which is what everybody's right is. Because think about it, no matter what crime you committed, as long as the judge, even if the judge is like, you've done this heinous crime, I've set your bond to $500 million. If you're rich, you get to get bonded out, because you only have to put down 10% regardless of the crime. So they're going to get out. They were going to get out anyway, but people are not going to realize that. They're going to think, oh, this is going to allow whomever, whatever to run the street. So there's going to be some imbalance. There's even going to be people wanting to kind of take some stronger action. But ultimately, I think they're going to hold on to this rule. They're going to hold on to this law. They're going to say that no matter what, people deserve due process. So I think they're going to hold on to this. What are you getting, Tony? The lieutenant governor is a woman. That's who it is. Okay, that makes sense.
Can you hear me? Kinda. Just hold on. One second. Let me just. Oh gosh, I'll be right back. Sorry.
It's okay. So the lieutenant governor is a woman. Okay. And so I'm wondering if the governor, that would make sense. I think that whoever the governor is, the lieutenant governor, I think they may either go behind the scenes or they're going to try to do something to mess this up. While Tony is fixing her computer, I'm going to look at the second question, which is, will more states adopt this? Will this be something that she does sound like Darth Vader? Will this be something that catches on? Can you hear me, Tony?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's clear now.
Okay. So did you move on?
Go ahead. Not yet.
So this is something that somebody put in, somebody thought was going to be more divisive. I think they thought it was going to cause a little chaos. So that was the purpose. The purpose of it was a little bit of confusion and chaos, throwing some monkey wrenches, because people really want to they want this to work. They really want this to work. They want this to be like a solution to a very big problem. And people are celebrating about it. Like you said, did you say the the governor or the mayor or whatever.
Governor's a male, and if the lieutenant governor, somebody said, is a female.
Yeah, they're working on it. They people really want this. They want people to get out of jail because they shouldn't be in jail. You're innocent until proven guilty. You should not be in jail until that happens. So they've thrown money at it. It looks really promising, but very burdensome at the moment. But the time is right. The time is right for it to happen. But there's going to be a slowdown in how it's implemented, I guess. I don't know. The people who are against it. Oh my gosh, you can't let these people out in the street. So I don't know. I got this card as well. So something may happen to it, whereas it gets weakened in some way where they've got all these different rules about it that come into play before you can actually get out. So that is
the purpose of the whole bill to begin with.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
She can hear me. Yeah.
Everything's clear. Sound good. Look great. Hey, Jenlyn.
Hi,
Hi, Manasa, Courtney, Sylvia. Somebody just had a birthday. Hold on a second. Whose birthday was it? It was Courtney. Happy belated birthday, Courtney.
Happy birthday, Courtney.
So, Tony, let's take a look. Will more states adopt this?
Will they adopt it? The state seem to be up for just about anything.
Wild, wild west.
It's the wild, wild west.
There's no United in the United States of America right now. We are just joined by landmass at this point.
It's called the separate states of.
What's so funny is that no matter how much I shuffle, the same exact cards keep popping out. It is trying to tell me the same story. Yeah. More states. No, they will not. Or if they adopt one, it's going to be way more stringent. I think the thing is this: states benefit somehow, some way from this cash bond system because this is the outcome. They're not going to want to. They don't want to, and also too with the devil doing the same thing over and over again, not wanting to break the rigidity of the previous practices. So I don't think this is going to go away anytime soon, or more states are going to adopt it. They're just not. There's also something too that states benefit from actual incarceration, the work and the actual 8 of Swords for this one being actually locked up. I know there's that old joke with like, oh, your license plates made by inmates, but that actually may not be too far off. There's
no, it's absolutely true.
Financial, I was correct, that states benefit from this for-profit and from the prison system, even if it's temporary. So yeah, there's too much imbalance. And the challenge is the actual law. So I don't think other states will adopt it, or if they do, it would be very far and few between.
So this is the final card that I got for the first question.
Yeah.
That's what I got again. I got the World as well. So endings, new beginnings, endings, but it looks like an ending. Looks like other states will not. They maybe some people think it's a good idea, but there are a lot of people who are like, no, I'm worried. I'm afeared. It's not going to be right. So the court system is like, let's take another look at this. We got to go inward, check it out, see what's happening. So, put the lid on your emotions about it because it's a burden. Even though, I don't know where we are on the wheel with this. Some people are ready for it. Some people aren't. So I don't know. It could be very, very emotional and just a lot of work. So this is how it ends up. They don't want to look at that. They don't want it.
So unfair. You know what it is? I think this is one of those until it happens to someone in your family,
Hmm.
until your child is accused of a crime, whether you believe your child did it or not is inconsequential, right? Everybody wants to defend their family member.
And everybody deserves a fair and, impartial
And
trial.
that bond is that cash bond is now 5, 6, 700,000. You gotta pop 50, whatever that is, which means you gotta put your house up.
Mhm.
You gotta do something, and then you're stuck. You're stuck. And it's just, I think it's one of those, I don't know. I just think it's one of those, oh, that's cute until it happens to you
Hmm.
kind of things. People just can't see the empathy behind it. So let's talk about somebody else who can't see empathy. Ladybug, Graham. I can't get your boyfriend because I can't stand him. I can't stand him.
You better get your boy.
Get him. Ladybug Lindsay has gone out and introduced what they're calling a late-term pregnancy, a total late-term pregnancy ban at 15 weeks. Mind you, 15 weeks is not late-term. Most women don't even know they're pregnant at 15 weeks.
Well, Lindsay knows.
Lindsay knows.
Because he knows everything.
He knows everything. Introduced it. Here's what makes this kind of interesting. You guys remember they told us the cards they were playing. This was never about states' rights. This was always 100% about total control over women's bodies. 2, I'm not sure why they would do this, seeing as they already lost to Kentucky. Was it Kentucky where they were like, "Oh no, we still want
Kansas. Is it Kansas?
That's what it is." They're already having state senators and politicians who are up in some of these battleground states for the midterms were having to kind of walk back their pro-life stance to make sure they can get through the midterms. I want to know, just a little nervous. Why? What's behind this? Why is he doing this?
I keep hearing, look over there, look over there. Don't look over here. Look over there. Look over there. Look over there.
Get distracted. Why is he doing this?
Yeah. Something's coming.
Telling you, get distracted real quick.
From a man.
But what I think is so interesting, if this is a distraction tactic, I haven't pulled cards yet. Not a lot of people are believing it though. And like people are like, yeah, it like made the news cycle for like 10 seconds and everybody's like, yeah, just don't feel like, what we see what you're doing. So why?
Sounds like Lindsay's like playing that. What is that rumor game that you whisper? Just pay attention to what I'm saying. I don't care how you change it. Just spread it on. Pass it on.
Pass it on. Ooh, this is interesting. Why? Yeah, they're planting the seeds for something else. This is about there's something else I think they want to push down, and they know that this is going to get blocked.
Indictments.
And there may be even some other laws though, because there's something with the 8 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. There's some others. It's not, yes, the indictments is one. There's another law, something else that they want to push down. And so they're using this as a way, knowing it'll get blocked. They're using that as a way, because there's something, the base of this is the moon. There's something else that there's a new action they're trying to do that hasn't come to light yet, and it's something that is going to be, I hate to say this, y'all, so mind you, never challenge worse, but with the Wheel of Fortune, it's something that's a little higher stakes. So I think this is a smoke screen for, I'm not going to say it like the indictments in a law act, the indictments, I think this is a smoke screen for another more treacherous law that they want to pass, and they're using this as their litmus test because they know this may potentially, they know this is going to get blocked. Because this is how it starts with the 2 of Wands. 2 of Swords. This is a test. 8 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. This is the start of something that is going to have something else going down the pack. What are you getting, Tony?
This is really confusing. This is Miss Lindsay right here.
Mm-hmm.
always clutching her pearls.
That's
Oh
hook.
my.
You
That's
declare.
so unfair. It's just so unfair. Wisconsin is a celebration. I think this might be the elections, because whatever he's cooking up, you better watch out, because girl, you in danger.
Make them run for it, girl.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you can lose your senatorship. Goodbye. Because
Yeah.
all of your little planning and scheming and all that stuff is really going to come to this. You may have something left over, but not much. And whatever it is going to happen fast. You may feel like this at some point, but it's not going to come to fruition before this thing happens, this celebration. This is the hope. And you see, you said some kind of action would come through. This is the hope. It's in the hope and fears. And then we have this, an offer. So I'm confused. I don't know.
What's the offer? Let's take a look at what is this offer. Let's clarify that.
And it's money. It's a monetary offer of some kind. So you said that this is not the thing that they're really working on. You feel it's something else. So let's look at that.
What is this? What is this? What is this other thing? What is this offer? Because that's usually how it does. Is we're going to push out a bill to test the waters, see who I can get buy-in, see who's going to tell me to kick rocks. Then I'm going to water it down and try to push it out again. I'm going to do, so I'm like, or I'm going to try to introduce it into another bill later on. Hello, ACN. Thank you to all of my moderators who are helping. I appreciate you all so much. What is this other offer?
You notice Lindsay looking kind of bad. He's
That girl looks like she's been through the ringer.
He does not look well. He looks like a man who's like got some demons chasing him around the house in the evening. And I don't mean the fun kind.
Nope.
The little nymphs dressed up in devils.
Yep. Not a good look. Like somebody's been making him be on the phone at all waking hours.
Yeah, he's not getting sleep.
No, this isn't.
Oh gosh, he looks really bad.
There is, it's something they've tried to pass through in the past.
Yeah.
It's not telling me what it is. It's definitely the GOP is behind it. This is my GOP card. The challenge, though, is that they are going to have to go back in, reflect with a hermit, reflect, and try to draw these papers up again. This is what's funny, because this isn't the first time he's tried to introduce this bill. But at the crown and at the base is the Fool going off on something new again and planting the seed. So I'm wondering if they're going to try to put this in something else later.
It's whatever it is, it's not going to work. It's not going anywhere. Well, maybe some parts of it. Parts of it might go through.
Whatever, it's not telling me what it is. I don't think it's abortion, though. It's something else. I just can't figure out what. It's not telling me what it is.
Is it
Let's see.
Same-sex marriage?
Let's see. But that's going up. Is that Oberfell? Or was
It's not. They're not even going to look at it until after the election, because
the midterms.
Yeah. So this is them. They're fighting over whatever, quarreling. And here's that three again that crosses them. Yeah. The Three of Cups crosses them again. I don't know. And then I got the King of Wands, the secrets, the deep, dark secrets, and then an offering again.
The Knight of Cups?
The Knight of Cups.
That's my outcome.
Oh, that was the outcome before. And then I have the Sword of Truth. Merrick Garland, or is this Schumer or somebody at the head of the Senate, but in the environment is this. It's all tied up, mysterious, but not going anywhere. Well, maybe a little bit going. I don't know. There's a loss. There's a loss.
I
So
got
whatever
just
this is, you know what? Nothing they put forward is going to be good for us.
that's like whatever this is. I'm wondering if it has something to do with it. I do think though it has. There's something with children, something with kids going slow movement. I do think they're going to keep chipping away. I think their goal is it actually may be trying to introduce some type of total abortion something. Because with the because I was asking with the Six of Cups, is it actual nostalgia children? Like, is it nostalgia or is it children? It keeps going children. It keeps telling me it's children. Slow movement. They're going to keep and then Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and Justice. They're going to like keep introducing and chipping away to try to make a total ban.
This is like the Hillary thing. It's like, no matter what happens, they just won't let it go.
They won't let it go.
So it doesn't matter what. The GOP are pulling out all the plugs, trying to gain votes from the base. Yeah.
I get though, there's so much money behind this. I'm wondering if it's this attempt is being funded by like the deep red, the evangelical side, because.
All right, let's read on that. Are the evangelicals behind?
Keep pushing this through.
It's just weird that people who say that they are, people of faith or whatever, that the fact that with so much fervor they're going after people's rights. Who, they don't know. You don't know me, right? You don't know me, and yet you want to take my rights away from me.
It's all about, again, this is the pro fetus and not pro-life.
But they're not. But if they were really pro-life, even pro-fetus, so if you're pro-fetus, so once the child is born, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens to the child after it's born. It only matters what happens right before.
Yep,
right.
That's all we're about. That is it. Definitely this is pro-fetus. I'm getting yes. This has to do with, yes, it is. They are so vigilant in getting their justice. They feel that this is just an abomination.
I'll tell you what's an abomination. I'll tell you what's an abomination. Oh, don't get me started.
Yeah, this is 100%. I'm getting yes.
Well, they've been working on it for a long time. And I don't know. Maybe they'll get something done because they're moving out of troubled waters, and then they get this at the end.
Yeah.
And then this big action card.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You guys get out and vote. If I haven't said that,
yeah.
Get out and vote, because these people are trying to destroy your government. These people are trying to destroy it one judge at a time, one law at a time, one.
I can't. That's all I'm gonna say. Lindsay, going from somebody who can kick rocks to somebody who is trying to make others kick rocks. The whistleblower, the Twitter whistleblower that came out and was like, "Hey, listen, come here, Pimpin'. I got some stuff to tell you, right? Well, I'm gonna give you all these receipts, all these documents. Let me show you how busted up Twitter is on the inside and all of the dark stuff that's going on that's kind of spilling out into the public." This guy's full name is something, but a lot of people know him as Mudge. Mudge testified this week. about, again, all the malfeasance of everything that's going on, not just even behind Twitter, but how many tentacles are involved in other platforms as well.
Mhm.
He spilled the tea, girl. Brought the receipt, spilled the tea, and stood behind his word. What's going to happen now? Because the board passed. Musty just purchased it. But what's going?
Who's Musty?
You know who Musty is. Don't make me go to hell tonight. I'm already going to hell. You know who Musty is. What's going to happen? Mudge spilled the tea. People were already stockholders were already saying Twitter was stock was gonna go up and then plummet if Musty purchased it. Well, Musty purchased it, and Mudge went and spilled the tea. What's next? How is Mudge's testimony going to impact the Bird app?
I got off Twitter the night that Fat and Scabby won. The night.
Oh, my hands. I
I've
can't.
never gone back.
I have to use it all the time for work, so I can't get away from it. So, what's gonna happen to the Bird app?
Ooh, so much illumination.
What's gonna happen to the Bird app?
Oh, surprise, surprise, surprise. Oh.
Well, I mean, couldn't happen to better. What are you getting, Tony? Because I'm still pulling.
Oh. My God. So this is Twitter. She's just standing there. I've got it all going on. This is me. I'm just such a lucky lady. Look at me. Look at me. And then illumination comes and oh, you're very, very lucky. Some surprise information comes out.
There you
And
go.
it's emotional. It comes out, and a lot of stuff comes out after it really quickly about this happy family called you know what it's called. There's judgment from
Judgment too.
all over the place.
Yeah.
And they are looking, you know, I guess, I don't know, but there's something that can happen from overseas that helps them in this, I don't know, what do you call it? They're trying to save face, kind of. Somebody over there can help them. But, you know, this is karma. This is a karmic thing. And the truth is going to be told because this is what's going to happen after.
I get some people are temporarily happy. I'm going to say they're happy right now. I think the company put a lot of stock, no pun intended, in this going through. I think they were prepared possibly for much. They knew that he was, because I mean, he spilled the beans quite a while ago. It's just that he's testifying now. He introduced documents, but it wasn't something that I don't think people weren't prepared for. But their challenge, again, is just this judgment, whether it's an actual, I don't think it's necessarily going to be judgment in the eyes of the court. I think it's going to be judgment in the eyes of public perception is where their challenge is going to be, because their malfeasance, they've already done this. It's now the chickens are coming home to roost is what I'm getting with the Eight of Pentacles. I think what's going to be interesting is just going forward, it's going to be a lot more scrutiny on how they transparency in investor relations and how they're getting what the money and who they're paying money. So like donors and things and how that's kind of stock, how that's going on in the background. There's going to be more transparency behind that. I got the Three of Wands as well. I think that there's like, I think you said there's like an investment or something that's coming in that they're just still waiting for. Like they know that these troubled waters are temporary and they're just waiting for, and it could also too be waiting to see, they may not even know how they're going to look after Musty's takeover. So it could be they're just waiting to still see, but I think they're going to be able to hold on. And here's the funny thing is they're going to hold on no matter how bad it gets. They're going to hold on no matter how tough it looks.
You've got all the money in the world. They can lay down on the couch and not do anything anymore.
But it's actually going to be, it's going to be hard for them. Y'all know Elon Musk.
The musty man.
Yes. Musty man. But they're going to hold on no matter how dark and bleak it may seem. They're still going to hold on.
Well, I mean, as long as people like it.
Because right now, if you need information to spread quickly, Twitter is where you're gonna get it, and there is no platform yet that can get the virality as quickly as you can on Twitter.
Yeah. Or you have to go to Truth Social.
We'll read on them next week. Paying their bills. So good news is that we can get all of our stuff. We've done a temporary avoidance of the railroad union strike. They came to an agreement. Even when I wrote the question, I had to edit the question because they were getting ready to strike. And then as of this morning, late last night, they reached a tentative agreement. However, that agreement ends after the midterms. How calculated could that be? I say, how sway? But for now, they get extra vacation, no random scheduling. So, you can't make me work all weekend at the last minute when you want to. Quite a few things that are in there. But again, this is a tentative agreement that does not full effect after the midterms. My question is, what is the future of this agreement? So basically, will there be any changes to this after the midterms, or is this going to go out as is? Or are they going to go back to the drawing board and say,
yes, when is the tentative agreement? When is it?
Now, and then it ends, I want to say like late November.
Oh.
Early December, if memory serves. What's going to happen? Is this going to stay as is and we'll be good, or what's going to happen to this agreement after the time? Once the time is up? Okay. There's the work, getting to calmer waters. I think that's the union. Receiving thoughts. Somebody about to tell a secret. They're going to have to go back and draw some more papers. There's going to be some empty promises. Okay, here's what I'm getting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me get one more. What's the outcome? So there's going to be news. I think what's going to happen is, here it is. So right now the work is going to continue. Starts with the 8 of Pentacles. Right now, we've gotten to some calmer water, but this is also their challenge because they may have to go back and get to calmer waters again. So they may have to go back in the trenches. Here's the union as it stands, the family. They got what they wanted temporarily. This giving and receiving, they negotiated, they worked. Here's the thing, there's going to be some new information, something that's going to come out. Right now, though, it is a little bit of a secret. So I think it's not surprising that the big corps or whatever the big entity that's running this is like, I'm going to give you what you want for right now. But I also know I ain't going to do much more after that. That's not really a surprise. They're going to have to go back in. The union, the workers are going to have to go back in, withdraw, and maybe even go back and renegotiate. There is going to be some temporary false offers, though. There's going to be some, I'm going to say what I think you want to hear. The government is going to actually step in. Biden may actually, for this one I'm hearing, it may actually be Biden or somebody, some type of overseer who's going to step in again and be like, but no, wait, stop. You promised them this. You put it, remember, this wasn't just a gentleman's handshake. Like, there's some stuff in paper. Go back and honor that. And then again, Knight of Pentacles, there will be some new actions, things, new gifts of money. So I do think they may go back to the drawing board and actually come out ahead at the end, or at least where they are now. Thank you so much. What is it? Running Sloth. And thank you so much for the super chat. I pray that generosity is returned to you immediately and tenfold.
Yeah. Wow. So yeah, there's the power. It's about power. It's about the contract. It's about. I don't have my mic on, so I can't.
That's okay. We're good.
Thing. So it's about power, and yeah, they're waiting. They're waiting to see what's going to happen after the elections, because that's going to be very, very key. But the people who the workers are sort of discussing this whole contractual agreements with, they're not coming with in good faith. They don't have complete good faith in this process. So everybody's going to have to make good choices. What are they going to choose after, when it comes down to making their choices after the election? It's going to cause strength, spiritual strength is called for. They're going to have to make sure that they trust their instincts. Trust your instincts. Don't let people tell you, oh, this is in it, just sign it. No. No. But there's triumph in the near future, which is they've gotten everything they want until after the election. Let's hope this is a firm foundation for them in the present. It feels like a more firm foundation for them. And solar plexus chakra, instinct. Listen to your instinct. The memories of how the railroad used to be and how it used to. I don't know why this came up in the reading, but they're going to get a lot more than they think they're going to get in the end.
So I think it's going to work out in their favor. Whatever that mouthpiece was with that false promise, they're going to go back in and go, we smell you.
Yeah. Because there's some obstacles and challenges on the way, but I think that they're going to be able to have a breakthrough, because it's time.
Yeah,
it's time. You don't have any money. You don't have any money. Well, you got more money than me. So
listen, and my cousin, I should have asked him. I saw him this weekend. He works for the CXS, whatever, the railroad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I should have asked him here. He I should just text. I don't have this man's phone number and can't text him. Ask him how it impacts, because he was kind of alluding to some stuff when I saw him last weekend. So I'm very curious to see how this plays out. I hope. Fight for the people. Stay strong, my brothers and sisters. Fight a good fight. So we've got one more question that has 3 parts to it.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and cleanse ourselves now.
Okay. All right.
Clearing spray made available to you on redlentilhealing.com.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. I'm going old school.
Okay. Turd the Satan pulled a stunt this week. His little bosom buddy, Greg Abbott, Hot Wheels Abbott, pulled a stunt as well. But let's talk about the person who caught the most smoke, because his was his stunt cost him a little bit more, which is Turd the Satan. Loaded 2 charter planes with 50 immigrants who were seeking asylum. So they were asylum seekers. You just remind everybody, U.S. rules. We've got a whole process for asylum seekers. If you're seeking asylum especially from one of the countries we done went in there and caused some bull crap where you need to come seek asylum anyway, some of the problems we caused, you can come up here. We'll work this out for you. We'll help you, right? They were following the process, but he just saw them as brown people with brown skin and put 2 planes that he used COVID relief money for. Flew them off to Martha's Vineyard, dropped them off in Martha's Vineyard. Didn't tell them why they were leaving, didn't tell them what was going on, and just said, you know what, these little states and cities want to be sanctuary cities, and deal with this.
They gave him a little map. They gave him a little map with like a 1 line drawn between from where they are to Massachusetts, and they won't even go.
They weren't even going to Massachusetts because they flat out said, we're going to take you to Massachusetts. Up there, you can, we're going to put you in touch with people who can help with jobs and help with this and help with that and help you with the asylum process. They dropped him off in Martha's Vineyard, did this, got on the planes and left.
Wait, add to that. He had his photographer on the plane, his videographer on the plane with him, with them. The only official that was on the plane.
What he did is technically human trafficking. When you take a group of people and move them between states under the guise of something, that is called human trafficking. That is actually a federal law that he broke. He broke two, by the way, that we know of so far, which is he did the human trafficking, and then he also used COVID relief money. His girlfriend in crime, Greg Abbott, Hot Wheels did something very similar within the same, I want to say within a week apart, except for he took a couple Greyhound buses, filled them with immigrants seeking asylum. At least with this one, though, he didn't really lie. I hate to say it, I'm not justifying it, I'm just saying he didn't really lie. He's just like, y'all don't have to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. And he dropped them. Here's where his is real nasty. He literally had the buses drop them off at the front door of Kamala Harris's house. Mm-hmm. That was not a joke. That was not hyperbole. It really was. The address was dropped off in front of her house. And then made the joke and said, let the VP of this illegal immigrant ban, Kamala, deal with it. Because you all know they're microaggressions. They refuse to pronounce her name correctly. Mm.
So one more thing is that they gave each of them an address that was for a shelter that supposedly existed but did not exist. So they gave them all, fake addresses and all this other stuff, and then they gave them dates of when they were supposed to appear in front of the immigration court, and there was no way that these people were going to make those dates at the locations that they were supposed to be at, because they weren't even near there, and none of them knew how to get there. None of them knew where they even were. So it's just like,
they did this thinking they were going to be cute to rile up their base. The thing is that it kind of backfired, because even their stone cold, when Fox News is like, okay, that was some bullshit, you've lost. When OAN is like, you kind of
what?
Yeah, even that's, we just don't want them here. We don't want to lie to them. We just don't want them here.
Right.
That is, I cannot, my heart, I'm surprised I even got through that diatribe because of how physically ill this makes me. So here's the questions that I want to ask. Because here's the thing. The people in Martha's Vineyard were ready. They got him in a church and they said, we're going to help. Political aside, this was disgusting. And you don't do this to human beings. Mm-hmm. We're going to show you what it's like to be good Christians, good people, good whatever. Okay. But DeSantis had to take a hit. This did not play out the way he wanted it to. And then I know his buddy Abbott's mad because Abbott did it and it didn't really make that much attention, but the Satans did. And then it caused people to relook at how Abbott played his role. So I want to focus right now on the Satan, because he is the possible, he's the one that the Republican Party is hitching their wagons to for 2024, possibly to run against Trump. How big of a hit, what did this little stunt do to his political career? And it's not just President Obama, the Clintons, even a lot of Republicans have vacation homes in Martha's Vineyard. That's where the rich go to hang out. The whole politics thing drops once all them rich people get up to their beach homes in Martha's Vineyard. They're all rubbing elbows and hanging out with each other because at that point, politics aside, we're all just rich, bitch. That's what we got.
We're all rich, bitch.
So what did this little stunt, it is not a little stunt, it's a big stunt, do to his political career? What impact is this going to have? Yeah.
He's gonna lie like a friggin' rug.
Well,
Maybe something. I don't know.
Whoa.
Interesting. Let me pull a clarifier. Sort of truth, change of perspective. Okay. Here's the thing that makes me feel better. Right now, Knight of Wands charging him with this action is karma is already kind of like you, dirty, slimy, grimy, nasty, two-faced, slew-footed, halitosis habit, hole in the drawers. I'm gonna stop right there because the karma's coming. His challenge is the actual judgment. And I also think with judgment, not just karmic, I also think there might be some not just political, not just karmic, there may actually be, what's the word I'm looking for? Courts judgment as well. That is his challenge. Somebody put him up to this is what I'm going to say. It is a woman. It is an emotional woman. I don't know who she is, but we'll find out later. 8 of Pentacles and the Moon. We've only just started to see the impact that this is going to have, is what I'm getting with these two. We're just now going to start to see the impacts of what this is going to happen. He's actually anxious though, because whoever this woman is too in the past who advised him to do this, be careful who you listening to and make sure they know all the rules and regulations of the bullshit they're about to have you do. Because whoever did this, she did not tell him all the laws and everything that he was going to break doing this. And he's anxious right now. 9 of Swords is in the here and now. He is scared. 4 of Cups. He also is like, I didn't like this. I wonder if he's going to use this person as a scapegoat because he's like, I got an offer I didn't like. She told me to do this. I didn't have a choice.
So he's like the emperor, and then when he gets in trouble, he's like, "Oh no, somebody told me to do it.
Somebody told me to do it. Somebody told me to do it." He's blocked right now. This may have caused some type of block because no matter how he tries to spin it, he still did it. So you're either real stupid by following and okay, I've now proven that no matter what you tell me, I'll just do and I'll follow bad advice, stupid. Or they're just like, my dude, like you're just evil, right? The challenge though for him, or in the hopes and fears, is that 8 of Wands, speedy communication. I'm wondering too if he hopes this blows over quickly, like the news cycle blows over quickly. But here's the problem for my guy, right? My man's has got the outcome is the Ace of Swords. There's some truth. There's more truth that's about to come out. That's why I said this is just the beginning. We have not seen and we will not see for a hot second. There's the seeds that he planted, the BS. There's more that's going to come out about this. The people who this could be the base, the 2 of Cups, the people who he was trying to do this very public dog whistle for, they're about to have a change in perspective about him and he's going to be out in the cold. This did not work out well for him. And really the funny thing is I actually don't even think it could be the base. It could actually be the higher ups in the Republican Party who he is trying to butter up and try to say, hey, I'm your next guy. If the orange Cheeto dust, if you can boot him aside, I'm the one. This did not go well. They're like, my guy, you real stupid. You are out. 5 of Pentacles, and 5 of Pentacles is actual loss out in the cold. This isn't just crying over spilled milk like the 5 of Cups. This is actual loss. This may be the beginning of the end.
Oh, don't tease me like that.
This did not play out well.
He is. So I'm the man with the power. I've got all the power, except when somebody tells me what to do.
Idiot.
I think somebody warned him, look, dude, this
Don't
you
do
might
it.
want to take another look, step back and take another look at that. But, he went in like, I know exactly what has to happen. There was something, well, there's deception, of course. There's deception all over this. And there's some fear. There's some fear that he's experiencing. But even though that fear is kind of slithering up his spine and going, are you making the right decisions? He's like, no, I got to stand my ground, because that's what they do. They double down, right? So things are going to start moving rather quickly. And he's going to remember the fact that he used to have it really nicely. I mean, until he started acting like somebody else we know. New beginnings. I don't know. Is he going to lose his throne? Who knows? But there is somebody else involved, somebody working with him, and looks like a woman, like you said. But the truth is going to come out. The truth will out.
It's going to come out. There's too many people involved. Or
Yeah, all this light and illumination on it. So.
I want to throw one more before I go to the next question in this series. What about Abbott? What impact did this have on Abbott? I'll tell you real quick, we got a lot of issues in DC, and the last thing we need or want to deal with, and I don't mean this like no funny, is 2 busloads of people being dropped off with no plan, no guidance, and then you dropped it off in front of her house. That's real ugly. We don't like that. That cross a couple boundaries that we just up here. This goes against, because y'all gotta understand, they act real different when they're up here.
Why so childish? Why? What is this childish streak that's going through these people right now? It's like they're 5 years old and they have no ability to control their impulses.
Their impulses.
What is that? What is that? Because the majority of them are at least over 30.
Mm-hmm. What's going to happen with Abbott? Oh, no. Please tell me. Oh, thank God. This didn't start off the way I wanted it to. Ass hat. I can't stand that man. Well, oh, interesting. Really? No. Okay. Well, what is that? Yeah. I like your answer better.
Oh God.
Okay, so Abbott was already kind of circling the drain. So here's the thing: whatever victory he has, because again, right now between the two of them, Abbott doesn't look quite as bad as the Satan, because Abbott, at least Abbott's bus, he got him a Greyhound, and I think he paid for it on his Amex. Versus what he did was wrong. It wasn't quite as illegal as the Satan. Right? So he's a little bit more victorious because, again, it was wrong morally, irreprehensible morally, crooked and dirty morally, but he didn't quite break as many laws. I know that sounds like so itch and sketch, but he didn't. But the thing is there's a change coming. There is a big change. The death is the challenge. Also, too, this is going to also illuminate a whole bunch of SHIT for Hot Wheels. How he operates, how he does, because now that his best friend got investigated, he's going to get investigated too. Sorry. I was wondering if I was really that ashy or if it was. I realized it was the light. Sorry, I got a little nervous. I was like, am I that ashy? It's the light. Sorry. Okay.
Oh God.
He knows there's going to be blowback with the 5 of Swords. That's winning at all cost. He's just waiting for that ship to come in. Somebody's going to have to take the hit, and he's wondering if it's going to be him. And he's just kind of sitting back and waiting to see how that plays out. He's also going to try to get all of his SHIT together so he can deflect and put all of that blame on somebody else. Because everybody's super focused on the Satan right now, he's a little bit okay. He feels, mind you, he's a little bit okay. He's gonna go in and start to he thinks he can manipulate. In the emotions, he thinks he can manipulate, but he is so imbalanced. This is just this. He knows that for him in November, it's everything is very precarious, and this just added to the situation. This is another thing that could cause him to lose his throne. And homeboy is shook. He's real shook. He's real shook.
He should be shook.
The outcome is he real nervous. The outcome is there are people who are, even the people that I think may have, you know what, we're Republican, we're always going to vote Republican. This is the thing that's going to make them go, I'm either not going to vote, or let me look at who's this Beta fella, Beta O'Rourke, who is he? What is this? They're just like, this is again, that was foul. We just don't want them here. We don't want you to push what you just did. That's a little unchristianly, if you will. I pulled some clarifiers too. This false promise, this false offer he is going to continue to make it's going to burden him. It's going to put him out. And it's literally, this could have been the end for him with the world, this completion. This really could be one of the final nails. And y'all, again, keep doing the stupid shit right before the midterms. Go ahead, keep it going.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Keep doing that crap. Yes, please. Oh my gosh. How many times can you pull the devil out of a deck?
Like, for real.
Oh, Lordy. Such like, oh my gosh, it's just crazy. The stuff that he does, the stuff that we don't know about, the stuff that he is taking all of this, recognition from his peers. They're going, yes, dude, you are right. You rock. You're doing it. Remember when we ran everything? But like you said, he's going to have to step back and take a look, rejuvenate, because he is shook. He's shook. He's going to have to trust his gut for this one, because there's some sacrifices that are coming for him. Mm-hmm. People are going to go, you know what? I don't know. In the short run, he's going to have some success. That's, what's going on right now today in the environment. Triumphant success. It's going to feel like a triumphant success. But the devil gets his due. No matter what you do, he's coming for you. So there's some obstacle and challenges in his, but I got the devil twice. So, he's working for some dark stuff. He's getting some dark stuff and, talking those dark money, all of that stuff. Oh gosh, dude. Oh, didn't you have this one? The Two of Pentacles?
He's juggling.
Yeah.
That's juggling for me. He's super imbalanced. This was here's what I'm wondering too. And this just we don't have to pull on this. This is just Adrian thinking out loud. The sense I'm getting is they may not say it out loud, but people are like, I saw what you did. I can't fuck with you anymore. That was a little too far. And what's going to happen is I'm just not going to vote for you. I'm not going to talk about it out loud.
Right.
But that was messed up. Because if you do that to them, what's coming next? I think you went a little too far. What's going to happen to I want to go back to the group that was dropped off in Martha's Vineyard, because I know what we're doing in DC for the group that was.
Oh my gosh, they got they got hugs and come on in. They got food and restaurants dropped off food for them, and then people were trying to make sure that they could get to the places where they had to be in order for them to get to immigration offices and stuff like that. Or there's a lawyer there on their behalf, and she's on the vineyard right now. You know what? That's where they messed up, dropping them off at Martha's Vineyard where all the rich people are. It's like, what are you doing? These are the people who you want to give you money. Why would you do that to them? Why was that the smart thing to do?
thing. Here's what they don't realize. They're in a cone. What do you call it? In an echo chamber. They assume that because they look at anybody with a little bit of melanin and a little bit of melanin where you speak Spanish, that everybody is going to think the same way they are, which is these are dirty. They're thinking the Trumpism, which is, oh, these are rapists coming from another country. They don't realize, no, only you think that way. Only you feel that way. And so their echo chamber is failed them because they've forgotten that their echo chamber is very, very small. It doesn't represent.
It's like, where they used to be, ha, wah, wah. Now they're like, so whatever.
I want to look at the long term because we've got a short term solution to help them. I want to go, what is the long term? Because here's the thing, that's traumatic. You were already escaping something.
Communism.
We are the land of milk and honey. I'm sorry. We've got it. Our effed up is pretty effed up, but it's not as effed up as other countries. Some places where they're left, you don't seek asylum. I'm sorry, you don't seek asylum because everything's hunky dory. So they were already going through hell, and then to have this is the levels of PTSD I can't even imagine. So I'm going to look at what is the long term.
Some of them went through 3 countries to get to where they got. When they got picked up and transferred by plane and bus to some island.
I just want to look at what is the long term. How are they going to do long term? What is the outcome for this group? Because I hate to sound jaded, but we hyper focus on something for a minute, then we very quickly walk away. And I want to just see, how are they going to do long term? Are we going to be able to, these solutions we're providing them now, will that help to carry long term? Because again, a lot of them miss very important court dates because they were lied to. A lot of them, this is big. These are women with children, husbands, wives, families. What is the long-term impact? That's interesting. What is tell me? Okay, that helps. How do I put this? This has given them a perspective, unfortunately. Actually, fortunately, unfortunately, let's just put it this way. For this particular group at Martha's Vineyard that was dropped off, temperance, balance, they're now seeing for every a-hole that exists in the US, in the world, there are just as many loving, kind, gentle people. So I hate to say, how do you humble somebody who's already been completely humbled? But it is humbling to be so down and out and have people you don't know care about you when people were getting ready to write you off. The challenge, though, is again, how do we, Knight of Wands, how do we continue to take this action and to continue? They're worried. How do we continue to move forward? Are these resources going to run out? There is somebody too who has given them some information, things that can help with the Queen of Swords and the Hanged Man. I think it's that lawyer that's dropped off. Is she a woman? Is it a woman? Yeah, she's giving them some pretty sound advice to kind of change, because I think they may have had a perception of how the laws were, how the asylum process was going to work, and she's giving them more information that's going to help change their perspective so they won't become sacrificed for some political gain. Here's the thing that makes me a little bit worried. I'm glad this is in the here and now with the tower position. Everything has been blown up. Now imagine going through something so traumatic and then you're going through under the guise, there's so many cameras now involved. So people are now videotaping your trauma. In the emotions, though, there is hope for this karmic balance to happen. The emotional overflowing with emotions in the environment with the Ace of Cups. The word of hopes and fears and hopes and solace is that I think the worst is, I hate to say the worst is over because I hate to challenge worse, but I actually think the hardest part has come to the end, and it'll only go up from here with the World card. The Knight of Swords and the Six of Wands, I do think there's going to be, again, some more truth, some more things that are going to come that's going to help get them into the sheer footing of victory. So listen to your Queen of Swords. Listen to this attorney that's here that's giving you this advice. She's going to, there's not just her, there's a lot of people that's going to go through and help rectify this situation. This sucked, but baby, God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly. Spirit don't like ugly. They're going to be okay with the Six of Wands.
Yeah. Yeah, they've taken this journey into the unknown, and the world, the world has, been sort of clued into this stupid action that has been taken, but now we are conscious about it. It's in our consciousness. We know what's going on. Again, we get to try to pull it all together and create a loving kind of not a reception, but a loving kind of energy that can come in and help these people. And this is that lawyer, I think. She's giving them some very valuable information. And then the people who are, coming up to help in any way they can, they're all trying to hold on, just want to hold on to what they have, to what, they know a little bit. But they'll be given the things that they need. I think it was Jen Lin who said that they were staying at a camp and being taken care of. Yeah. But there's still this, this sort of mystery as to why these people, these governors, keep doing stuff like this. Something's going to come up surprising. Some kind of information is going to sort of pop out of the ether. There is the feeling that temperance is really necessary for this because, you need to do it in a very sort of measured way, because you don't want people to start to have, negative feelings about this. The government is coming in and they're taking care of everyone, giving them what they need, because they're out in the cold. These people have nothing. So the people who need to get into the fight, they will get into the fight. It will be a strong message to DeSantis and to Abbott that this is not going to work for you. And then I see, it's confusing, but then I see a celebration. I see that they celebrate in the end. And it may be a while before that happens, but they will.
I want to end with one more question. Something you said, sticking out. You said that it's going to be a message to two people, DeSantis and to Hot Wheels and DeSantis, that this didn't work. Will this be a clear enough message to other governors? Don't try this again. Will somebody else try to pull this again?
God,
yep, Joyce. Backlash.
That was so well, the first one.
But one thing you can count on is taxes and Republicans not learning their lessons.
This is third dimension thinking, right? This is the old paradigm that we are. It just feels like it's just taking so long to bust out of this old paradigm that we've found ourselves in. It's so uncomfortable, but that's the way it has to be until we get to the other side. And I'm so sorry, guys. It's just taking so long.
It's taking a while. Fortune. Will they try again? No. They're either going to be a lot more tactical about how they do it. They're already trying. The seeds have been planted. They may even have a couple buses already loaded up, or they may have already put on a plane. I hate to sound callous, but I think so. But their challenge is victory. They will not be able to pull it off. Yeah, I actually think they have. There is money, something that they have already put down to do this, but they are going to have to retreat, get to higher ground. I hope I haven't ridden Greyhound in 30 years. I hope they they reimburse refunds because you're going to need it. They're seeing how this played out. What the thing is, the imbalance is in the environment is in the base. This did not resonate because they don't give a crap how we think. They call us libtards. They think we're sensitive. They think we're snowflakes, whatever. This caused an imbalance in the base. The wheel of fortune is in the environment. The base is. They're looking at. They're like. Oh. The thing is, again, I think it's quiet though. I don't think this is a loud cheering. Even Fox, even OAN was like, "Oh, we're not gonna talk about this." Yeah, the Four of Wands. Yeah, Four of Wands, Five of Cups. Yeah, Four of Wands and Five of Cups. They're not gonna. They're looking at this as a loss. They're looking at this as we probably shouldn't do this again. This Four of Wands, their community, their the hopes and fears wanting to kind of do this for their community. They're going to be crying for spilled milk, and they know they will. So I think, I hope Greyhound or whatever charter service have a real good refund policy.
So wait, they spent all this money to put all these people on a plane, right? And then they spent more money to put them on buses. And I don't know if they gave them money for food, because how long does it take? I mean, did they take care of these people at all, or they just oh gosh, I can't.
I'm gonna tell you exactly how long it takes to get from Dallas to DC, because I did that drive when I drove. It is 1,285 miles. It took 11 and a half plus 8 and plus 10.
So food and water in that amount of time.
So that was, if you go straight, it's 22 hours without traffic. DC always has traffic. So let's just call it a full day. It's a Greyhound, so add stops, add 3 days to that.
I hope they weren't making stops.
And he did it on taxpayer money.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And it caused a lot of chaos. But this is the ego on these guys is so friggin' big and so entrenched. They are all ego. There's no heart. There is no soul in this. It's all ego. They are not listening to spirit at all. So it's just, this is what they're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be upset because things are not going to work out the way they want. Confusing. But this is what they wanted, right? They wanted chaos. They wanted to cause chaos. They wanted to stick it to the libs. Stick it to the libs. And then this is what comes back at you. If that's what you put out, that's what you get back, right? So now they're going to be trying to hold on to what they already have, but the tower's in there. The tower's there, and they have to retreat because of all the friggin' judgment coming from everywhere. They're trying to stand their ground. Oh, don't look at me. I didn't really do it. Oh, somebody told me to do it. Their only saving grace is temperance.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to take a little bit of time to call them out properly. Maybe get some law enforcement involved.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The party of law and order. They're such good role models.
They're so fantastic. I love them so much. I want to be
Just amazing.
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 Let's end on an amazing note. Let's give so since Mercury retrograde acted like please go watch Jace did a video not last night, but the night before, and she said that Mercury retrograde is acting like a bald-headed hoe, and I don't know why. Is the way she said it, I laughed for a solid 5 minutes. Oh, that tickled me to the bottom of my core. Let's have a little message. What is something we can live, even though Mercury retrograde is acting like a Jace's words, bald-headed hoe? What can we look forward to this weekend? What is some good energy we can look forward to this weekend?
What can we look forward to this week? This weekend.
I want to end on a positive note because those people make my anus burn and itch really badly.
That's hemorrhoids. Okay,
wait, stop. We can keep just while I'm pulling cards. So when my sister came to take care of me earlier this year, she kind of nipped her finger and it was bleeding a little bit. I'm like, oh, go get a Band-Aid. It's in my medicine box or whatever. And she said, it was not that bad. I said, no. And I insisted, go get a Band-Aid. Go get a Band-Aid.
Go what?
I'm like, go get a Band-Aid. She's like, I don't need a Band-Aid. I'm like, no, go get a Band-Aid. Go get a Band-Aid. I got tons of them. Go in the medicine box and go get a Band-Aid. What do you call it? The medicine kit? What do you call this?
The first aid kit.
Thank you, first aid kit. So I hear Londi in the bathroom and she goes, why do you have so much preparation H?
So good.
You got the roids? What is this? Like, what? And she just keeps going, I've never seen so much preparation H in my life. What happened? And then she's like, and it's all expired. Why do you have so much expired preparation H? And she pulls out, it was like 5 baggies of all this preparation H.
Wow. You was a run on the store.
So, it was one of those things where I was like, I had one incident once many, many years ago. And this is the worst time for this to
You wanted to
come
be
out.
prepared.
It was very expired. And so she threw away all my preparation H, which again, God bless her. It's only that one time, but oh, that was funny. I totally forgot about that until you said that. What are you getting? What message can we get? Something for the weekend.
So in the environment, I get happy family. And this is us. This is us. We are able to create the outcomes that we want, which is this. If we just, take some time and look for the wisdom in everything that we do. It's very, very important to go inside. Be ye transformed by renewing your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So transform your life through meditation, through, just, going within.
Absolutely. Talk to your angels and guides. Do some good meditation this weekend. I need to do that as well. Let me make sure I am practicing what I preach. I need to go within. I need to go within because what we need to do is just ask our angels and guides, help us find our purpose. This is the whole point of these retrogrades, guys, is to go in and reflect. What are the next steps that I need to take? Saturn's in return. Saturn is about the great teacher, the great lesson. Mercury is about going retrograde. It's about going in and reflecting on things in our life that are no longer serving us and how can we come out of this retrograde rejuvenated and new to make sure we're not making the same steps that we're making. It's all about going in, figuring out what do we need to do? How do we need to show up so we can bring joy into our life, walk into our soul purpose. When you walk, I was having this conversation last night. I was a guest on Sips and Sizzles with my really good friend Nancy Nagua, and it was all about how do you find your purpose. When you walk down your path of purpose is when you're your fullest joy because there's no resistance. When you deviate from the path is when we start to find some hardships, when things start to get muddy, when things start to become a little bit difficult. So go in, Ask your guides and angels. And guys, I don't have to, again, meditation isn't about being the Buddha sitting in a cave for 8 years going and not eating or drinking. It's about, hey, guides, help me. Help create the possibility, help bring forth the opportunities that are going to help me align my purpose so I can continue to bring joy into my life.
That's the second card I saw your show earlier with Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
And that card came up before.
Did it?
Yeah, it was your last card, and it was the double rainbow, and you were like, because of joy, you can get joy, and I think it was you guys were reading on the retrograde.
Yeah.
I joined in a little late.
She's a little bald-headed hoe right now. I say they said she's a bald-headed hoe. I say she wears dollar store panties.
The big ones, the granny panties.
Real itchy. So with that, I hope you all have a absolutely cat-snatching, fantastic weekend. Take a minute to meditate, get into that way to find the purpose to bring joy. Tony said you can have whatever you want. You can create whatever outcome you want, gosh dog it. Remember that. Be empowered by that. Tony, say your famous catchphrase. Say your famous closing.
Walk in beauty.
That's what we need, guys. All right?
Find it anywhere you go.
Anywhere you go. Have a fantastic night, guys. We will see you next week on Tony's channel. Take care of yourselves. Bye.
Guys.